Hello again, everybody. Zach Attack is here, my Atakline, and it's Monday, February 13th, 2017. Hope everyone had a great weekend. I had a lot of gigs happening. Well, one gig and a concert. Let's get to the gig first. Gig at the elementary school known as Chrisman in Utica, 24-mile area, near my mom's work. She works at CVS down there in 24 and Payne. This is my second time DJing this family fun dance, as they call it there. Last year they called it VIP, but decided some people were confused, so they decided to have it just the family dance at the Christmas. And it was a great show yet again, like it was last year. A lot of people, I think I was told about 250 people showed up. Because it wasn't just limited to just daddies and daughters. Like, I like daddy and daughters, but I do like when they close off the limitations. It doesn't have to be a mother, son, or daddy-daughter combination. It should be like daddy, daughter, son, mother, daughter, son, I like that combination too. But all I like family dances on wall. Limitations are not. A lot of line dances booked as usual. And like I did in Alma, I had to play Whippin' Nay Nay twice, and more importantly, Juju on that beat twice. I played that 3 times in Alma, but not this time at this school. Of course, new songs did well, like Me Too did well, and Can't Stop the Feeling. That won a Grammy. To edited win for Heck of a Song was an nominated for that. Get to my thoughts on the Grammys in a minute. Especially if I'm tribute to this guy. So great show on Friday. Terrific show, great crowd. Got a gig this Friday at Plum Brook Elementary for the Pajama Glow Dance. Did that one last year as well. Second year we're doing that. Should be another fun one. Then Saturday night, went to the Fillmore Detroit to see Adele and Devine at that place for the opening night of his Weird Life tour. Because I don't watch that much Workaholics, but I know him from watching his stand-up show, Adele and Devine's House Party on Comedy Central, and of course his recurring role as Andy from Modern Family. So that kind of sold me. But I know who he is. I've seen a couple of his things, like I said. And interesting being in Detroit, that area, especially when you drove by Comerica Park and Fox Theater, because Mike Ilitch, the owner of the Red Wings, died this weekend. Love memorials for him. They had this Fox sign and Comerica sign lit up for him. Also, the owner of Little Caesars Pizza. Got the new arena coming up, Little Caesars Arena. Too bad I won't be able to live to see it open. But the Fillmore's not owned by them. So it was owned by Live Nation. So I walked in Fillmore. I've been there in a couple of years. I've been there a couple of times for other things. Like a country event I went to a couple of years back and a taping of American Idol. So it's only my 3rd time going to the Fillmore as well. Devine. So I got 5th row. Really good seats, man. I was like really close. And they had 3 comedians. They had a local guy, Sandy Danto, opening up, warmed the crowd up. There was not much Trump jokes, yay. Avoid politics of all cause, especially at comedy shows. And then the second guy that went up was Adam Ray, who I know as the kind of a puppet host of a show called Separation Anxiety on TBS. That's hosted by Eliza Schlesinger, who I'm going to see next month at Royal Oak. So it's interesting, Adam Ray is opening up for Adam Devine, double Adam, but also he's opening for him, but not Eliza. And Adam Ray was pretty funny, making fun of 696. And he was joking on a guy named Jasper about incest. God, it was great. Great night with him, and Adam Devine came out wearing a Pistons jersey and kind of sucked up to the crowd, not just by wearing that, but also drinking Fago. Then he resorted to beer for the rest of the night. And he's party humor. He's like frat boy humor. Of course, acknowledge all the numerous Workaholics fans in the house, and Prince Perfect fans, and Modern fans. So, talk about all them. It totally is that. And it was like a very fun night. It's like a party humor. What to talk about, because I've seen a lot of female comedians talk about sex and stuff. And Angelique Clay talk about sex in his act. Not a lot of sex stuff in Adam's set, Devine's set. More like frat party stuff. So it's kind of it's going to be interesting seeing all comedians I'm going to see this year. I didn't see comedians at all last year, and they're all contrasting styles. Yet Adam Devine, more frat party humor. You got Eliza Schlesinger, who's female, going to have sex stuff and stuff like that. And of course, Chris Rock, I'm going to see at the Fox Theater in April. And he's going to be intellectual and funny as hell. And I love a lot of his stuff. So I can't wait to see him. So great weekend overall. Capped off yesterday with the Elimination Chamber Wrestling pay-per-view for my wrestling fans who also watch Atakline's reviews on this channel of that. And of course, Grammys won last night. I'll get to those in a second. Before I get to that, let's get to the number ones for the weekend. In movies and music. First, your number one movie. Well, the reign of Split finally ended by the Lego Batman movie. The prequel to the Lego movie, been delayed a little bit, finally came out, debuting big with $55 million. Not as much as the Lego movie made the very first weekend. And speaking of dropping, the second movie of another trilogy opened up. That was 50 Shades Darker. 50 Shades of Grey 2. Debuted with a modest $46 million, but not as good as it was the first film. And John Wick 2 did okay, debuted with $30 million. So top 3 movies all debuts. So there you go. Meanwhile, the Billboard charts with a new number one album beat Big Sean beating Migos. I could have said that last week that Migos was going to get kicked out by Big Sean, and it actually did. His second number one album following Hall of Fame, selling about 151 units. It was Dark Sky Paradise. That was his last album. And that was number one as well. I could have said a different title. But I decided it was the album. They gave me number one new album. And Lady Gaga had a little bit of impact on both the Hot 100 and the Top 200. Thanks to a thrilling Super Bowl halftime show, Joanne went to number 2 on the album charts. Well, A Million Reasons soars to number 4. But back at number 1, it's been a flip-flop between Migos and Ed Sheeran. Last week, Ed Sheeran regained the number 1 spot. And he kept it again for a third non-consecutive week with Shape of You, which he performed at the Grammys last night. So congrats to Ed Sheeran for regaining number 1 for a third non-consecutive week. And Big Sean number 1 album, new number 1 album. Let's get down with my thoughts on the Grammys last night. Watched them later. I watched the Elimination Chamber live. Then I watched Grammys later on DVR. I thought the Grammys, especially if the leftists all that, they're going to like, oh, still politically CBs like the Golden Globes were about Trump winning. Not as much political stuff. The only kind of political statements made was Katy Perry and Tribe Called Quest, which I kind of fast forward through those. Anyway, because my dad was watching. He didn't like that stuff. So, James Corden was a better host than Jimmy Fallon. I'll say that much. He was funnier than Jimmy Fallon. He had a better opening. And didn't make too many Trump jokes like he did during his opening monologue. He had a little entrance that failed. And then a little couple karaoke with Neil Diamond. That was kind of cool. Although Keith Urban was the only one that actually knew the words of Sweet Caroline. Who doesn't fucking know Sweet Caroline? When it came down to the performances, Beyonce, hate that bitch. Glad she lost. Yay! Other performances I like. The Bee Gees tribute was cool. Keith Urban and Carrie was not that bad with their rendition of The Fighter. Interesting night for Adele. A big word of the night. Had 2 performances, opening with Hello Wasn't That Bad. Hearing it again. And the George Michael tribute. Wrong song choice. I'm sorry. I like Fast Love, but rearranging it to make it slow. And Adele fucked up. And she actually said the F word in that. It was bleeped on TV. Loved Ed Sheeran's performance of Shape of You, the number 1 single. I liked it. Liked his rendition of it live. Chance the Rapper. Big winner last night as well, winning 2. He had a great performance with the Cook Franklin Choir. It was kind of cool. Very inspiring performance. Katy Perry's performance. I didn't see the whole thing. The new song is okay, which might be number 1 next week. Chained to the Rhythm. It's okay. I wish it was more poppy. More dancey. Hope the second single's better. But I said that last time. Because I didn't like War at first. Then Unconditionally came out. And I was like, okay, War's better. I hope I don't do that with this one. I hope the second single is better than Changing the Rhythm. Not like Changing the Rhythm's better. So, there you go. Big talks, Metallica. Not only did they give an award finally to Megadeth during the pre-telecast, but they played Metallica's song during Megadeth's walking. I laughed my fucking ass off at the irony of that. You know, as you know, Megadeth's history with Metallica, especially with Dave Mustaine. But Metallica had their own little issues to deal with. James' microphone wasn't working for the first half of what should have been an epic performance from Lady Gaga. It was after they recovered, but that Mike Gaff blamed on a stagehand. He's on the list. He's fired. But it was still fun, though. The mosh pit was interesting. Gaga killed, man. Gaga's part was awesome. But it was still sad James Mike was off for half the performance. They fixed it later, but the damage was done. They had a nice recovery, though. I like The Weeknd's performance and Bruno's 2 performances. I always nitpick people about song choices. Bruno should have done 24 Karat Magic for his solo performance, but that's what I like. Not the best song, but he performed it. He's always great, no matter what he does. And then, of course, the Prince tribute. I will still say the BET Awards got it right. With Sheila E.'s tribute was awesome, and so much Number Days. But the Grammy tribute, better than Billboard's, I'll say that much. The time came out, which none of the award shows, like BET and Billboard got. They didn't get the time at either of those. And they did a little medley of Jungle Love and The Bird. And then Bruno came out, the Let's Go Crazy. He had to look down, man. He had the purple jacket, and the hair, everything, man. He had the guitar, the cloud guitar. The drum setup was kind of like Bobby Z's setup. Staging was kind of like 1999 video, kind of. With that kind of staging. You see 1999 video, you'll understand what I'm talking about. With the staging, the little panels. You know, hard to explain. Bruno had the faces, like he was doing the guitar, like doing it, like the faces Prince used to do it. And he did the So Bruno had the spirit of Prince. It is interesting they went all Purple Rain on us. You know, that's what Prince is mostly common for, but he's also known for other stuff too. You know, he's likely associated with Purple Rain. It's kind of like interesting they did that with, you know, the Purple Rain like tribute with The Bird and Jungle Love beat up at the time. And then of course, Let's Go Crazy. I know that people sort of say, oh, they should have been a better song. That's more powerful. But Purple Rain's been done at tributes last couple of months. At the award shows, Jennifer Hudson did Purple Rain at BET. So we need a party once in a while, too. I heard Bruno agonized. It was done months in planning. They were going to do a tribute special, but did a tribute special for the Bee Gees instead. That's going to be taped this week. That's what they did. The Bee Gees tribute, which was not that bad. LBT killed it. Little Big Town killed it on How Deep Is Your Love. Other Day struggled with Night Fever. Demi Lovato killed Staying Alive. Tori Kelly stumbled a little bit during her part. Tragedy. Not especially was with Stevie Wonder, BET Awards, Prince tribute. Anyway, those are thoughts on the performances. The awards themselves. David Bowie, it's sad that it took his death to get 5 Grammys last night, including Best Rock Album. Not Best Rock. We want Best Rock Song, Best Alternative Music Producer. Album. Producer of the Year. Now it comes to Craig Kirsten. Confused that. And also Best Engineered Album. The only award Prince is nominated for his last work. Chance Rapper won 2. He won Best New Artist. Interesting, being Mary Morris. That's kind of cool. And he won Best Rap Album. Yay, he beat Kanye. Yay. Justice, like Beyonce losing as well. Besides Bowie being Big Winner and Mary Morris winning Best Country Soul Performance for My Church, big winner was Adele, winning 4 awards last night. She won Best Pop Vocal. Actually, she won 5 last night. She won Best Pop Solo Performance for Hello, winning Best Pop Vocal Album for 25. Also winning Pop Duo Group Performance was 21 Pilots, who accepted with their pants off with their undies. They had a story about that. That was kind of funny. They watched the Grammys in their underwear, saying, if we ever win a Grammy, we'll come in our underwear. And of course, Adele won the Big 3 yet again. It's kind of interesting. 5 years to the day that she won Album of the Year for 21. To the day of the week, too. It was Sunday, February 12th, 2012. Adele swept the Grammys. 5 years later, on February 12th, 2017, Sunday, February 12th, Adele won Song of the Year, Record of the Year for Hello, and Album of the Year for 25. Beating that little bitch Beyonce. Not the biggest Beyonce fan. I haven't been since Single Ladies. He's like a Destiny's Child. That's about it. A lot of people are like, oh, this awarded Adele because she's white. Or, oh, she only awarded Adele because of her sales. Sales mean more than artistic integrity. If sales meant more than artistic integrity, then Noah Jones would have lost to Eminem in 2003. Because Eminem had the biggest album of the year in 2002, The Eminem Show, that album lost to Noah Jones. If they were judging on commercial then, on who had the biggest sales, then Eminem would have won against Noah Jones in all three. That's my little argument. It eliminates. I don't know what Adele said. Adele said that Beyonce should have won it. It was Beyonce's third nomination. She didn't say, what the fuck does Beyonce do to be an album of the year winner? Simple. Be bouncy again. Don't be anti-cops. But pay for the bullshit. Anyway, it's not a race thing. It's a music thing. And those people are going to play the race card. So there hasn't been like a coefficient. Black in the last couple of years, black artists have lost album of the year. Beyonce lost to Beck. Last year, Kendrick Lamar lost to Adele. Now, but Taylor Swift, who was the first woman to win twice. Adele was the second woman to win twice. And the first artist in Stevie Wonder to win album of the year with 2 consecutive albums. But great night, though, for music. Not as bad. Like, VMAs sucked this year. Grammys were not as bad as the VMAs. So, all these black artists kept losing. You know, and people couldn't play a race card. But if still Joe Simpson would have won, it would have been more upsetting. But there you go. Big win for Adele, big night. And of course, a lot of people made some big announcements after the Grammys or even before. Prince fans got interesting news over the week. A lot of Prince-related news. Prince's music is now streaming. Well, the Warner catalog. The Universal Music Group just got the licensing rights to the MPG catalog. Basically anything after 95. Like Gold Experience, Chaos and Disorder, Musicology, all the later half of his career is being handled through Universal Music Group. They were probably unable to get a streaming deal done before the Grammys because the deal with Universal was just signed like Thursday. So the Warner catalog was streaming on all services besides Tidal yesterday. Napster, I have Napster, Spotify, Apple Music, all that. And a lot of people are indifferent because Prince was against streaming services that didn't compensate the artist right. But they want to make money, they stay. And the younger generation does the streaming stuff. So I like the CDs and stuff, downloads. Not a big streaming guy, but I did stream a lot of Prince yesterday on there on the Rhapsody. It's interesting. Love Sexy's one whole track. Really? Should be an individual. I know it's just like the CD, but dang it! Need individual tracks for Love Sexy. But basically, like all about the slave years, as my dad called it. He put slave on it. Batman soundtrack, 1999, controversy, all that. Purple Rain. Speaking of Purple Rain, not only did the news come about the reissue of Prince's music streaming, finally got some details about the long-awaited reissue of Purple Rain. Initially announced as a 30th anniversary reissue following Prince's signing of a contract to get his masters back from Warner. And now it's finally coming out a couple years late, but I can't wait to see it come out June the 9th, a couple days after what would have been Prince's 59th birthday. They promised the album remastered, but a lot of fans was waiting on the bonus material. 2 albums of unreleased tracks. People were expecting Electric Intercourse, a lot of outtakes like Wonderful Ass for the album, but that were taken out. Maybe some songs we don't know about that have not been bootlegged for years. And also the B-sides could be included, like God, and the most notable ones for that album, 17 Days in Erotic City. But the content I'm looking forward to is a disc jockey. I like playing live videos. I don't have like a sufficient Prince live film. I got separate live clips of Prince. But I want a good live film of Prince. Two concert films for the Purple Rain tour. Assuming one of them will be the long out of print VHS tape that's never been on DVD. Live from Syracuse. Used to rent that bitch when I was a kid. And maybe the second one could be Atlanta. That's been bootlegged for years. Or maybe the First Avenue concert from August 83 where he did some of the Purple Rain songs for the very first time. So there you go. A lot of Prince themes. Prince Tribute did well for the Grammys. Bruno had the spirit of Prince. Like no one will ever be Prince. Like who can? But Bruno had the spirit in him in that performance. It was faithful to Prince with the look and everything. It took 4 guys to replicate his guitar work, but still. Of course, music's back on streaming. The Warner Music. Hopefully get the later material like Gold Experience on streaming soon, besides Tidal. And Purple Rain reissue coming out June 9th with unreleased material, 2 discs of it, and 2 concert films. As I know it's very long, I'm sorry. But we got we end with Metallica. Now, it's been rumored for the last couple days from Metallica finally announcing their North American tour dates. They haven't done a proper North American tour in years. You were doing a lot of European dates and all this stuff. And when the new album came out, people assumed a full-length U.S. tour was coming. Guess what? They finally announced it today, following the Grammy performance with a lot of ups and downs, as I mentioned with Gaga. The worldwide tour will hit America starting May 10th in Baltimore, Maryland. Of course, we sprinkled with festivals like the Festival Diet at Quebec and the festival I'm going to, Rock in the Range, which I'm going to see on May 19th to 20th, 21st, on the 21st, with Volbeat opening up. Volbeat's opening up the entire tour, but other openers will be Kojira and Avenged Sevenfold will be on the majority of the tour. Metallica will be hitting. A lot of cities got skipped, like Tennessee got skipped, Kentucky. And Ohio felt gypped because there's only one Ohio show. Should have done an Ohio show because Rock in the Range is sold out. But big cities they all hitting would be Philly, New Jersey, mostly stadiums. Foxborough, aka Gillette Stadium, doing Miami, Atlanta, Orlando, Skydome in Toronto, ending in Edmonton August 16th, and they'll be in Detroit on July 12th at Comerica, being Metallica's first stadium show in Detroit in 14 years since Summer Sanitarium opened in Detroit at the Pontiac Silverdome in 2003. They've been Pontiac Silverdome 99, 92 the ill-fated tour of Guns N' Roses, and also played Silverdome in 03. But never played any other stadium in Detroit besides Silverdome. So, now I'm going to Rock in the Range. But I think Rock in the Range should get Metallica's album for free. Because every ticket comes with the new album. They did it in Mexico City, and they're doing it with this part of the tour too. That the Rock in the Range people should get the album for free too. I know festival dates should not count, but they should count to get the free album. Even though the tickets been on sale for Rock in the Range since December. So there you go, Metallica. I'm trying not to regret going to Rock in the Range because I didn't want to take a chance on waiting for them to announce these tour dates. And I thought they're going to skip Detroit because of contractual things with the festival, but they're not. But I get to see with other bands. Basically, I get to see the same show with Metallica and Volbeat minus Avenged Sevenfold and other bands like Soundgarden, Korn. I've been wanting to go to a festival for so long, but I couldn't because festivals were on weekends when I'm busy. I found a good weekend. I'm finally not busy for DJing-wise because I DJ weekends, so... Plus, I don't want to stress about Metallica and make my family all stressed out because I get antsy every day about when they're going to announce their tour dates. So I took the chance. I'm going to see them in Ohio. Would love to have seen them in Detroit, but I can't wait to Rock in the Range on the 21st and the entire weekend. So Metallica, finally announced their North American tour dates proper. I know a lot of fans were upset. Maybe they'll add an arena leg later on for cities they skipped. They don't want to tour a lot because of families. So there you go. Can't wait to see them in Ohio. And that is it for your Atakline. Very lengthy. A lot happened, so I had to be lengthy. Then by y'all been attacked by the news from Zach. See y'all later. Bye-bye.